Hey guys, welcome back to some more Splatoon 2 Octo expansion. So look at that, there's a thing. Nothing's gonna stop us now. Wait a minute, hang on. There's a chat log. Okay, got someone messaging me in Discord real quick. I'm just gonna go check my messages. No, I swear, we're gonna do the actual thing here in a minute. I just gotta check my DMs.
Okay.
So I love this interaction. Pearl goes from wholesome picture to whatever this one is. That's like a night and day difference. She got nice and cutesy to derpy.
What the heck? Pearl!
And as soon as Marina gets back, she's mad. And because of that, Pearl leaves.
MC Princess has left the chat room. God. I love the little chat logs. They're so stupid, but they're so funny.
That's just one of my favorite ones, just because of the raw reactions.
That's like, that's what you get for telling me wrong info, misinformation.
Yep.
Oh, we're gonna get a thing?
I told you I had to just check my DMs real quick, but I meant it. We're gonna go get it.
Go get the thing.
This is interesting. Man, what is this? Kind of looks like, I don't know, maybe some kind of a hat?
I don't know, but it was a pretty big bubble to burst.
Yeah, the things are encapsulating these big old bubbles. Like bigger than any of the zap fishes we've ever had in single player.
I like how Agent 8 is so... Agent 8 has so much personality than the other agents.
Yeah. To be fair, the Octos are just kind of exploring a lot of stuff, and they're transitioning from being just brainwashed to just having free will.
Find 04 and error will happen. These things are weird and out of place.
Actually, I take that back. That's not really a hat, because that has dials on it. What hat has a dial? Maybe that's some kind of a sound system. Okay, you got all the buttons down there to control the bass, the treble, bass and treble. Can't be anything bad, right?
Man, I can't believe we only found one thing.
Look, man, these Twitter DMs, they kind of keep you busy. Have you seen what's been happening? I mean, look, weird pictures. Okay, fine, I'll get off the phone.
Oh, so that's why Twitter's dying.
This is the weird pictures. That's been a thing since day one. That explains a lot.
The righteous rail station.
Now is the time to grind. You were thinking last part we were at a rail mission. Now we're here now. But could you please leave the boomboxes outside? No boomboxes allowed according to the outside stickers.
And now we're going to be playing Sonic Adventure 2. Yeah, there we go.
So these missions are very much like the pop balloon missions where you gotta destroy all the crates. And if you miss any of them, then that's it, because you gotta hit them all on your trail of the ride rail to continue forward, otherwise the next set of rails don't spawn. So it's a very one and done. If you miss any of these and have to die, there's no checkpoints. You gotta start from the beginning. These are seen as some of the hardest missions in Octo expansion, and also to an extent Splatoon 3's single player as well, because these make a return there.
Oh yeah, I remember the one when it had to use the bow. Oh, that one was kind of difficult.
Oh yeah, the tree stopper. As everyone coined it. That's the one they play in the treehouse.
Yeah. Whose idea was it to play that level?
Yeah, that was one of the harder ones. I just made people who haven't really played much Splatoon before, if ever, kind of just jump in blindly. Meanwhile, they had like pro players just play level 1. It's kind of a night and day.
Yeah. That was kind of a weird treehouse, because not only did they show this off, but they showed like Harvest Noah off at the same time. Like, those are two completely different games.
Yeah. Kind of different demographics. Also, I'm just going to give a little bit of advice in this mission. Don't do what I just did at the ending there. I got lucky and that bomb actually exploded on the boxes. 99% of the time, that doesn't happen. That just bounces off. So even though you can use bombs there, just don't. I just wanted to try, and I got lucky. Like, one of the only times that's ever worked for me.
Found another line. I like how they have all these branching paths, so you can just do whatever you want.
Yeah, there's a lot of free will in this. In the main campaigns up to this point, you had to play every level because that was the only way to progress. So to have a non-linear setup for a single player, it was a nice breath of fresh air for the series.
Please accept this. Please accept this cash. Why, yes, I'll take cash.
No, I'm gonna deny the cash.
Oh, another 8-ball mission.
I'll take the cash instead of the 8-ball, please. Now, out of all the 8-ball missions, I think this is one of the easiest. And it's just simply because you're not actually controlling the ball directly with a gun. You're essentially playing a game of Breakout with this thing. So, it's a lot more forgiving. The only way you fail this mission is by timeout. You don't fail because the ball falls into a void. Because that's impossible in this state. They also teach you how to strafe, which I don't know why there's a strafe functionality in this game, because it's actually useless. You're never in a situation in Splatoon where you ever want to hold Y to strafe, because Y also resets your motion controls. So your body just better off just aiming the camera around with the right stick, or just moving around control with the motion control instead of strafing. Why you're not even seeing me strafe here? It's useless.
There's no point to it. One left. There we go.
That honestly could be a really easy last point, or just difficult, because I've been in this mission for almost a full minute trying to hit one of those bumpers before. Like actual Breakout. You never win when you want to, and when you're not trying to win, you all of a sudden just do a full clear.
Yeah, that's Breakout for you. Almost done with Beeline.
Yeah.
We're making a beeline to the finishing beeline.
I knew that was coming. I immediately thought of it in my head. It's like, he's gonna go for it. And he did it. It's like, couldn't even finish the thought.
The correct term would be beelining to the end, but yes.
Making a beeline to the end of beeline.
You don't have to say beeline twice.
In case you didn't understand the pun the first time, I'll just stress it out in the same pun.
Octo Zeppelins.
I like the little reference. You got a poster of this in your room, essentially just saying, yeah, this is like the band Zeppelins.
Oh, you only got the curling bombs in this level, right?
Yeah, you're essentially just trying to use them for the most part as movement, but sometimes you're going to need to attack something. So holding down the button to cook the bomb a bit will be your easier way of actually hurting an enemy. Because it will explode the longer you hold it in your hand, the closer to you.
Yeah. Like cooking a grenade.
Yeah.
It's a curling bomb, you know. Do you know that sport they play in the Olympics? And curling?
Yeah, that's essentially what this is themed off of.
I always thought that sport was so weird. When I watched it the first time, I was like, they're sweeping broomsticks to hit a rock across the ice. Like, that's such a weird sport.
Nope.
Why is that jump always the hardest to make, and I don't know why? It's always about your timing near the end, but I didn't learn until recently, and this is after I played through all the Octo expansion again, that you can actually just attack these missiles being shot your way with the curling bombs. Because my assumption during this is with how you're higher up like this, the curling bomb's just going to drop down below you, because of just how the rail works. No, it stays up high enough when you throw it to actually hit one of the missiles. I would have made that easier. Why they give you an ink refill in the middle of that? Anyways, now to a bad 8-ball station.
Man, they really like pool.
I mean, later on, there's an actual 8-ball level that is flat out a billiards game, so you're not wrong. I may have kind of dunked on this one, but I do like this 8-ball mission because it's a level where you play front to back. So what you see here in the beginning is also your ending. So any level you get to play basically twice like this, and it does change when you're playing. And it's always a cool idea, in my opinion.
Yeah, like when you're doing a return trip.
Yeah, that's essentially what you're doing in the level, since the forward trip you don't have your 8-ball, and the return trip you do. So whatever progress you make on the way to the 8-ball is saved because how your ink is stored on the map. So that could make your return trip easier, depending on where the 8-ball goes.
Yeah. Depending if it wants to cooperate with you. We're using a blaster. What weapon is this again?
Yeah, this is the Clash Blaster. Essentially your Crayola gun that explodes. It's the fastest blaster in the game, so Rapid Blaster would like to have a mean word with you. It just defeated the name of the weapon now. But this is the weakest out of them all, though. So even though it's fast, it can't one-shot. It only can two-shot enemies.
Well, I mean, you gotta have something to counteract that, because it would be too broken if it could go really fast in one shot.
Yeah. Flash Blaster, some players do kind of see as the overpowered blaster just because of how fast it shoots. I don't really agree with that just because it does have those shortcomings that makes it not as powerful as any of the other blaster types. But in Splatoon 2, it didn't matter anyways because no blaster was a one-shot because ink armor was a thing. So this weapon became a 3-shot, making it one of the harder ones to use in a lot of games. But when it came out, a lot of people said it was overpowered because of how fast it shot and how powerful it was. And to an extent, some people still kind of say that with Splatoon 3. I don't really agree with that personally. I think Clash is probably a good beginner blaster to get into, just get a feel of it. Since a lot of blasters are too slow for a lot of players' playstyles. This is the level that actually tells us what this thing is called, a squid ring.
Not an onion ring.
We still just call it onion rings.
I mean, that's what it is an onion ring. I don't care what anybody says, that's an onion ring.
Fine, order you onion rings. Calm down.
With a side of squids.
That would be an interesting combination.
Go to Long John Silver's, just get yourself some onion rings and some fish.
You know, that's actually the place where the combination would make sense.
But how you gonna do that? Squids aren't real, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, you're not wrong. That Miiverse post, that is facts, so just get a side of Octo instead.
I was like, I wish squids were real.
Seriously, what is wrong with people?
Lots of things. That's why fences are bad. Every single fence near the end of that I just bounced up off of. Momentum's a key. Also, can I just say again, hate fences.
He's on the fence about fences.
That was just bad timing.
Well, at least we're seeing Lester is human.
Also seeing the physics working against me in every possible way. Trying to get it to go straight, it keeps on going left.
He's a human, I thought he was a robot. That's why he was so good at games, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the robot was out of service this day, so you got me instead. The one that doesn't know how to roll an 8-ball correctly.
That fence almost screwed you up again.
Dumb. I really wish the robot was in service.
I was saying the same thing. I was like, what are you doing?
Oh, you know what would be funny? If I just jumped off the end and then I got mission passed. That'd be cool. We did it a couple times. Let me just do it again. No. No. That's why.
Dumb.
Dumb. Lester, how'd you pay Scott the Walls to call you dumb?
I didn't have to. All I just did is just walk up to him and he immediately just said dumb. Like, yeah, that's fair.
My stomach hurts now.
My pride hurts. And it's gonna hurt more as the further we go in.
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, you want to play the other of the 2 rank modes featured in this? Let's play some tower control. So we're gonna be the Hydra Splatling on the tower. This is definitely not a thing you see every day in tower control on the tower. Hydra is a backline weapon. So in the case of tower control, you stay far back and guide the tower along, being a support player. So I'm gonna do the exact opposite because I have no teammates.
They all DC'd before I could play.
You know, this is an accurate representation of rank mode.
Why are you playing with the Hydra Splatling?
It was the recommended.
Because he's done, remember?
Oh, that's right. I forgot. It was dumb.
Could be worse. It could be the range blaster. That's definitely not a you be on tower weapon. That is also stay off the tower and be a support weapon. So I think it's way worse playing this mission with range blaster. It just, the weapon combinations that all the other Octolings use against you, it's really not designed your favor. Use the range blaster here. It makes it so much harder. At least Hydra, it has so much power once you charge it up. It is at least safe enough for you to spend an extra second or so before you shoot and then just annihilate things. And if all comes to fail, you do have your panic button baller. Just be careful not to activate it right next to a ledge that can push you into the water, because that will happen. That happened to me plenty of times.
Enemy control the tower. Hurry!
I don't even know what she was doing. She just wanted to just ride. She didn't want to defend tower. She just wanted to ride tower.
Sorry, I forgot we were playing tower control.
I thought we were playing the Squid Party version of it.
Merry-go-round.
You don't shoot.
All little X's on their face whenever they die. They got the little icon that has an X on their face.
Yeah, I always love that, and it's been a thing since the first game too.
Ah!
I do like they change the icon depending if you're an Inkling or an Octoling for that.
Oh God, there was an inkwall right there.
I feel like they put the wall in the wrong spot. Like, you know, maybe put it in an area that's going to defend you and not me. At least it helped that in that mission, the Hydra's range was so good. There's just some enemies you could just pick off before they even have a chance to re-attack you.
It's been Docto Station. Uh-oh, is this a spinner? Spinner's level?
Yeah, it's a spinner. This one's really hard with the Dynamo Roller just because of that slow fling time. It makes the ending part really nerve-wracking.
Okay, sea cucumber. You just stick to the wall while I'm doing my test. Oh boy, spinners. Yay! Whoa, fence.
And that's a first-time player trap right there. It doesn't kill you, but it definitely gives you a heart attack.
Splendiferous.
Sorry, what are you saying, Cuttlefish? No one's used that lingo around here since ever. Oh, he's the old-timer of the group.
But he's also got the ones with the sweet raps.
But see, even Pearl's calling him out. Just get with the times, man.
You know, back in Cuttlefish days, he was the burn master, the roast master. Just put out his hand, and then they all die.
He didn't even have to say anything. He just put up the palm.
He doesn't say anything. He just puts his hand out, and the roast does itself.
Oh, Oh, this is kind of weird. I
Yeah.
don't like how they turn.
You know what game taught me how to be careful of spinning platforms like that? Mario Sunshine.
Yeah, because if it was on like a 1-degree angle, you die.
Yeah. Nope. That top. Oh, yeah, just like that.
So remember how earlier I said the ending part, if you're playing as Dynamo, is a real problem? Now you kind of see why. You gotta time these shots just right in all the spinners so you have enough time to actually fall down on the moving platform. So needless to say, a Dynamo roller taking longer to fling kind of makes it a little more tricky.
I almost want to go back and 1000% this game, this mode, just because I want to see it for myself. I want to die.
Yeah, I mean, you'll be doing that a lot, that's for sure. Especially with certain missions, because there are some weapons that are way harder than others in certain missions.
Yeah, beeline's complete. Now I gotta go to C.
And later. I don't know what the alphabet is, so I just kind of do whatever my mind says. The next letter in the alphabet is purple.
Neo-Octo armor.
It's a cool set of armor. I really like that look, too. And I believe the design changes ever so slightly between the different genders for your character, too. So it's one of those pieces of gear that does kind of change. Okay, so I meant to say green. I also kind of forgot what line was next. So apparently I'm also colorblind.
So you're doing eye line?
Yeah, this one's not really that long. We already kind of did a couple levels leading into it because of the junction points.
Hey, Lester. You got any mascara? Because we're on the eyeliner.
Oh, but I got this gun.
That's not even the right thing, by the way.
Oh.
Still have this gun.
What was it then?
Eyeliner's different than mascara.
I'm just dumb, okay?
Maybe we established this, but you also don't use any of these products, so there's also that for your confusion.
Yeah. Eyeliner's the pencil thing.
Oh, okay.
You want to stick that in your eye? Go right ahead.
Do you want to poke out your eye? Yeah.
I mean, I just do that naturally.
Lester over here showing off his sick charger skills.
Yeah, I've used it decently in terms of the single-player stuff. I don't really use chargers really at all for multiplayer. If I use them, it's more the faster-paced ones like Swiffers or like a Bamboozler or something.
Yeah.
It depends on the comp, I feel, for how well a charger player can really benefit to the team. So if you're that support player for something like Splat Zones, it can work really well. I don't know if I'm not going to play her. Something I want to experiment with more. Just, I don't want to sacrifice my rank, man. It's hard when you get up those high rankings. I have one bad day, and I'm going to be a B- again. I can see it.